What's up everyone, welcome to today's vlog. We are in TV3, about to go on this right here, Ireland AM. Just talk about the book, talk about getting fit, January, usual buzz. So right now it's about 7 AM. Productive start to the day. I was gonna bring yeah, but I let him sleep in. I was like, bro, I wouldn't want to make you like get up for this. I can do it myself today. And there was also a comment on yesterday's video and it was like, Rob, I want you to do more handheld vlogs, some full days of eating, you know, just the kind of basic stuff. You know, we love the edits, but it's kind of nice when it's just me holding the camera. I literally woke up about 45 minutes ago. We're gonna chill here, drink some coffee, some water, get hydrated, and go smash this interview.
1 hour later.
Smash that. That went really well. I actually asked good questions too. Hey, see you guys. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, for sure. I'd love that. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, lighting's better out here. So my favorite YouTubers here.
Just like I said there, go buy 30 copies of the book. Shout out to Chris Jones if you get that reference. Yo, what's going on everyone? So, interview done, it went really well. They actually like asked good questions, like not the typical, you know, how are you, what's your plans, all this. They actually like kind of got into things and, you know, gave me difficult questions, which is what you want because interviews can get a little bit repetitive and that bores me and it bores you guys, the viewers. So anyways, it's coming up to about 11 or so and this one I usually have my first meal of the day, so wake up at 7. Fast till about 11 or maybe sometimes 1. So at the moment I've been having like a low carb breakfast. I always kind of do that whenever I'm trying to tidy my diet up a little bit, save them fats and them carbs for later in the day. So right now I'm gonna have egg whites, some sausages and some turkey bacon. So let's put it all in this pan. We are gonna put this under the oven because any OG Lipsett cooking video watchers will know that is what we do, and then I'm going to make the egg whites up now. So that is the breakfast. That looks amazing. So I'm going to transfer that over to a plate, dig in, relax and enjoy. I'm just getting ready for the gym, and also I've got to go to where I used to live, my old apartment, pick up a package there. I think I know what it is, so I'm very excited. And I always like kind of going to the old place that I used to live because I'm friends with the concierge. You know, my neighbors there, my old neighbors, you know, they're great people. So I'm gonna call around there now, get the package, show you guys what it is, then we're gonna go straight to the gym. All right, people, so update. I went to my old place, got the package, and oh my God, it's absolutely huge. That's what she did not say. And then I also got an extra one there. I don't know what that is, but so I'm gonna do like an unboxing for you. I haven't done that in so long. When I was sponsored by My Protein, I used to do these huge unboxing hauls. You guys really like them. And then we'll also have like a talk on supplements as well. Okay, this is a package from Ghost. They are launching new products or products that weren't available in the EU that were available in the US, moving them over because they got a new shipping facility. So everything's coming out from the EU. So believe it or not, even I have not tried these products. So I'm very excited. I'm like a kid on Christmas waiting to open this up. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. So we got all their new apparel that is dropping on the EU side. Oh my God. We got the shakers, the Legend Sour Watermelon, the Legend Sour Green Apple, which I've not even tried. I'm gonna take that now. And then of course the Pump, which is probably my favorite product, to be honest. More cereal milk. That's like their version of vanilla. Like, you know, it does taste like cereal milk, but it goes with everything. Coffee ice cream, white chocolate peppermint bark, snickerdoodle. Oh my God, I've not tried this. I'm too excited. And peanut butter cereal milk. That would be my favorite flavor so far, but I think this is gonna beat it. As you guys know, I am sponsored by Ghost, and the discount code is Lipsett on ghostlifestyle.com. Save yourself 20% off your order. So definitely recommend checking that out. It's absolutely delicious. Once you try it, you'll know the difference. First of all, I hope you like the tower of supplements that I put up behind me. Presentation on point. But in so long I haven't sat down and spoke about supplements, what ones I actually use, what ones should you use, what ones do you even need, and what ones you should leave out. First of all, the basics are usually protein, creatine, pre-workout. BCAAs are quite popular too, and that is pretty much all what is behind me here. So first off, starting at the bottom of our pyramid is some protein, okay? And protein technically is not really a supplement, okay? It's actually a food source, and it comes from dairy, most products, unless you get the vegan way. So it's actually very similar to just getting your protein from, you know, milk or yogurt or a dairy source, because that's where it comes from originally. That's where whey comes from. And then it's also, in terms of the effect it has on the body, 30 grams of protein from a shake is going to be more or less the exact same as getting 30 grams of protein from a chicken breast. So what are the pros of a protein supplement? Well, it's a lot more convenient, it's a lot cheaper, it adds flavor to your diet, and you can obviously, you know, carry it around and have it quickly after the gym or before, whenever you want. That falls into convenience. It is also good for cooking, making protein pancakes, making protein oats. Shout out to the OGs who are still banging away on the protein oats. It's just a really handy thing to have, and that's why it's so popular in the fitness industry. Bottom line on that is that getting your protein from, you know, whole food sources or from a tub, it's going to have more or less the exact same effect on your body. Next up, we have creatine, okay? And creatine is probably I think it is the most proven sports nutrition supplement on the market, bar none. It is the most heavily researched, and there's so many myths and misconceptions about it, and people comparing it to steroids. It's probably compared to steroids because it actually works, okay? It's going to increase your strength and power output, allow you to lift more weights in the gym, which is therefore going to help you build more muscle. So again, it's super cheap. You can just get pure creatine monohydrate. I actually take Size from Ghost, which has stuff like beta-alanine in it as well, which is also a great supplement for improving your endurance. So if you train high volume like me, bodybuilding style, then beta-alanine may help you increase your workload there. So final words on creatine, definitely recommended, probably the best, most proven supplement out there. Next, we got some pre-workout, okay? And this is what you take before the gym if you need some extra energy, and it also can add to your strength. A lot of pre-workouts contain creatine and other ingredients too. But the main thing with a pre-workout is caffeine. So I always say if you're a student on a budget, you can just buy pure caffeine or even just drink coffee, okay? You know, I'm here sponsored by this company, and you know how honest I am, you know I keep it real, that if you can't afford the products and it's not within your budget, you can just get coffee, you know? It's so cheap. You buy Lidl, Aldi, Tesco, whatever, you can just get some coffee, and that will be your caffeine source. So caffeine, again, you know, it's an amazing pick me up. I think it's the most widely used drug in the world. We all know about caffeine, and so that is what it's used for, to take before the gym. So pre-workout, it does have some other stuff in it that can give you that little extra boost, but again, it is not a necessary supplement, even though it is a supplement that I use often. One other thing is you shouldn't become too reliant on pre-workout. I remember when I was in the deep stages of a cut, it was actually my competition prep in like 2016. I was so lean, calories were so low, and I literally could not train without pre-workout. Like, I would go in, I'd feel so weak, I'd lose interest. That was obviously, you know, mainly due to the low calories and the low body fat that comes with competing, but I definitely got too dependent on pre-workout then. And so the last popular supplement we are going to talk about is BCAAs, or amino acids. And now these are pretty much the building blocks of protein, and these can come in handy in a few situations. So situation one is if you're intermittent fasting. For optimal muscle building, it is recommended to have a dose of protein evenly spaced throughout the day. So if you're having intermittent fasting, this might not be ideal. Now, you know, I can argue against this a little bit. I'm not fully convinced of that, but there is some studies to suggest that. So if you are intermittent fasting, it could be good to take some BCAAs in the morning just to ensure optimal protein synthesis around the clock. But again, I wouldn't say this is going to be a game changer, but you know, there has been a few resources and a few professionals in even the intermittent fasting world recommending this, and it won't break your fast. Secondly is if you are a vegan or a vegetarian and you don't have a lot of BCAAs in your diet. So BCAAs are abundant in chicken, fish, meat, and so on. So if your diet doesn't consist of that, it could help you get some extra gains if you supplement with BCAA product. Third situation, BCAAs might be useful if you're very low on calories, you're deep into a cut, could help you preserve some muscle. But if you're bulking, your diet's probably full of BCAAs, you're getting in tons of protein, tons of carbs and fats, you're not at the risk of losing muscle at all. Definitely don't need BCAAs then. And in general, out of everything behind me, I would say BCAAs are bottom of my list. So again, they are my recommendations. That is what I take. I'm just going to throw in the plug. Lipsett on ghostlifestyle.com. This is all available in the EU for the first time ever. So I'm super pumped for you guys to try that product. And in terms of products that I think are just complete BS and that I would never bother and never recommend are stuff like CLA. Okay, that's proven to do literally nothing. Stuff like test boosters, oftentimes they promise the world, they promise steroid-like results, and they're literally just full of herbs, okay? If test boosters actually worked, I'm sure we'd all be taking them a lot more often, but they just kind of like, they call themselves like Annaball 3000 and they've literally just got like herbs in them. So it's just marketing, tricking people into thinking they're getting some extra muscle gains when they're not. Anyways, I'm gonna take some sour green apple for the first time ever, my first time trying this flavor, so I'm very excited. And then we're gonna go to the gym and have a massive session because tomorrow is a travel day. Gotta be up at 5 a.m. Let's go. Right, I'm outside one of the 8 wonders of the world. That is Raw Gyms, Sandyford. No yeah with me today. So it's just gonna be like a very chilled, not overly edited, just a chilled workout, which I'm kind of excited for because, you know, when you are getting these sick angles, you're always kind of thinking like, you know, what looks good, go over here. So now I'm really looking forward to just kind of disconnecting and just going in and hitting a good session.
College dropout to YouTube sensation and personal trainer. Our next guest is one of Ireland's leading lifestyle and fitness bloggers with almost 1 million followers across his social media platforms.
So now Rob Lipsett is set to share his fitness and nutrition secrets in his new book, The Game Plan, which aims to help you transform your body and mindset. And Rob is here now to tell us more.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Right, 1 million, I mean, you are now, I mean, a lot of people in my generation will kind of go, influencers, what does that actually mean? You are one of our most successful influencers in the health and fitness area.
Thank you so much. I actually don't even like the word influencer myself, as it sounds a little bit pretentious. You're like, oh, I'm an influencer. It's like
slightly manipulative.
It is. Yeah, you're trying to like, you know, steer people the other way or make them do something differently. I like the term content creator. So I make a lot of videos, you know, do a lot of photos, put a lot of, you know, actual typing into the captions, into the books. So I prefer the phrase content creator. I think it's just, it sounds a little bit better, doesn't it? I failed first year college twice. So there was like 2 years of my life that were just completely stagnant. Like, it's just, nothing happened. It's like I failed first year twice and I was looking back in the last 2 years and I was like, I've achieved nothing. I was like, I literally spun my wheels for 2 years. I think, you know, you just have personality types and mine is just definitely like, I'm not the best at taking instructions, I'm good at giving them. So it just wasn't for me, and I think we all need to find something that we're enthusiastic at because that's in turn going to help everyone around you. You know, I bet I was a nightmare to work with. You know,
so what was the eureka moment? How did you land here?
So I just started following, again, doing what I'm really into, which is fitness, content creation, social media, speaking to people. Public speaking is a huge part of what I do. So once I started playing to my strengths, well then, you know, that's when the magic happens, and that's when it does for most people. There was like tons of fitness YouTubers in America, and that I was looking at it, I was like, you know, these guys get to make fitness their life, they get to talk about it, you know, they live that whole lifestyle. So I was like, I really want to do that, and I want to put my Irish spin on it. So that worked quite well when people, you know, they see me in videos walking down Grafton Street, going to, you know, Lidl or Aldi or Tesco, you know, eating loads of potatoes. They're like, hey, I like this kind of Irish YouTuber, you know, so that helped me grow at the start. I think the first entrepreneurial thing I did was write an online training guide or an ebook. And so just for an example, I remember I used to charge €30 for it, a certain one I did online. And let's say you have a viral video. You know, there was a viral video of me eating like 20,000 calories just for a joke, as a challenge. That's on 6 million views. And so in that video at the end, I'm like, hey, if you want to see how I really actually eat and train, go check out my ebook in the description box. So let's say out of those 6 million people, if 1% of those people buy that ebook, there you go. I remember my first few videos were like strictly informative. I would just talk about a fitness topic and leave it at that. And then I started to let people a little bit more in on my personal life, what I do, my travels, and then that's when it really took off. Because, you know, people want to know who's the face behind the information they're getting. So that took it to the next level for sure. Genetics is just such a huge factor. They're almost like the blueprint of how you will look. And we've all got different genetics. So one thing I try not to say is, you'll have body just like me. I'll be like, you're going to improve yourself, okay? You know, you're gonna look far better. I often say, don't compare yourself to others, and especially don't compare your chapter 1, someone else's chapter 10. Like, imagine you first start out in the gym and you look at someone who's been training for 10 years. you can't compare yourself to that. Just the same as, like, let's say you start out a business and you see a Ferrari drive down the road, or you see a mansion. You can't say, why don't I have that, you know? So, like, we shouldn't compare ourselves on anything. It's just not a good thing to do. It's a very dangerous thing to, you know, go messing around with your hormones. Like, you know, that's like it's a different ball game to just, like, you know, taking like a sports drink or whatever, coffee before the gym. So that's something I recommend against. I know people that are natural that are way bigger, stronger, and faster than me. Yeah, I know a few guys that, you know, they'd actually go on steroids and then they come off steroids and, you know, it'd mess with their head, you know, which is just, again, not what you want to do. So I just, in any way in life, you know, don't take shortcuts. You know, you put in that long-term effort. I actually kind of say I work a glorified desk job at times. Like, I'm on my desk for, you know, sometimes 8 hours a day, if not more. And, like, my workouts are usually about 1 hour. And then I actually do intermittent fasting a lot of days. So, you know, my eating window is between, like, 1 and 8. So I don't, because I'm rushing around all day. Like, you know, I'm doing interviews now. I've got an interview later on in the evening. I got, like, editing to do for today's YouTube video. I got to get back to emails. You know, I got to go create content for a clothing company. You know, have a lot of stuff going on. So I you know, would only go to the gym for about an hour a day myself, and then I wouldn't eat like 6 meals a day. I would eat like maybe 2 or 3 bigger ones. I've written tons of training guides in the past. Penguin Books are my publishers. They got in contact with me, said, Rob, what do you think about making a physical book to reach a new audience? And again, I want to get as many people in the country or all over the world as fit and as possible and moving and exercising. So I said, if I want to reach every audience, I'm going to come out with a physical book. So it's kind of about doing your own plan according to your lifestyle. So there's a lot of books that are like one approach. They're like called, you know, the keto diet or the veggie diet, you know, and it's like, that's like one way. My book, it covers every different approach, and it's kind of shows you how to choose which one would suit you best. So I'm very open-minded to different approaches, and I think that's one thing we could all do, especially in the fitness industry, is be more open-minded and understand that different strokes for different folks. You know, some people will do better on other things. Part 1 is about your mindset, you know, a bit of an intro to me, how to set goals, because like that's so important, you know, and how to set a plan that you can adhere to. Part 2 is nutrition. Part 3 is training, it's all training plans, and then part 4 is recipes, which are absolutely delicious. They're not bland chicken and broccoli, they're good. All right, that was actually one of the best workouts I've had in so long. I feel amazing right now. Oh, it gets dark so early. But anyways, I'm just about to run in, get a haircut, my weekly fade in Choppers here now, because like I said, I'm going away tomorrow. I want to look fresh for Paris, because hopefully when I'm walking around, I'll get, you know, picked up by an agent, and that will start my modeling career as the world's shortest model. So all right, let's go in, get our haircut. I am just back from getting my haircut. Usually I go for an extremely high fade. This time I went for something a little bit classier, not so extreme. But I'm so hungry, so I'm making this big, massive stir fry. That looks so gourmet, like that looks legit. Got like nuts in there, stir fry mix, 300 grams of turkey breast to get them proteins in, and I'm also gonna put some like soy sauce with this. I've just been like digging the stir fries this whole month. January's kind of coming to an end. This is like the last weekend of January, and I'm just like, wow, you know, that was amazing. Like, it just went very well, okay, and I'm really happy. So I'm looking forward to relaxing a little bit, trying to wind down, feeling a little bit stressed, but like in a good way. That's what happens when you up the work rate a little bit. So alright, gonna chill out and maybe watch a documentary or something. So just really quickly, first of all, there's my stir fry. It looks insane. Sriracha sauce on deck. Watching this documentary, Fire, the Greatest Party That Never Happened. You probably have seen it. It's like really popular right now. It's like this festival that was all pretty much a lie. I was about to go to it. My friend actually went to it. He's in it. Like, you can see him in it. So it's crazy. I'm just starting it now. Can't wait to watch it. Love good documentary. Sick. I'm finishing off my day with a protein shake. First time trying this. It is wind down time, and I can't believe I let my spare room get like this. That is not like me. Usually I'm so neat and organized. So I'm going to drink this protein shake and tidy all this up. I'm gonna pack, and then we're off to Paris in the morning. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Keep it real. Peace.
No doubt,